Always very interesting to talk to. He has brought us a new book. We've talked about his 5 previous books for a long time here at Prophecy in the News, but he is publishing a new one called Return to Mecca. And Avi, this book, quite frankly, when I first started to try to absorb it, it puzzled me because who's returning to Mecca?
Israel is returning to Mecca.
And I thought, wait a minute, why would Israel return to Mecca? And listen to this, because you're going to be interested. I'm just going to turn him loose. Why would Israel return to Mecca?
Because God says so. God says in Deuteronomy 11, he says, your borders will go from the Great Sea, the Mediterranean, to the Euphrates River, that's east-west, and from Lebanon in the north, south, to the desert. What's the desert? The desert is not the Negev, which was the tribe of Judah. It is not the Sinai Peninsula in Egypt, because that was always pharaonic. The great and horrible desert, as it is described in the Bible, is the Arabian desert. And what this book shows is that the children of Israel spent 38 or almost, close to 40 years in the Arabian desert in their wanderings before they turned north. Deuteronomy 2, verse 2 says, enough being encompassed around this mountain, Mount Sinai, head north to the land of the Amorites. And so that's going to be our new border.
And that would have included the areas now known as Mecca and Medina.
Correct.
And so they actually set foot on this soil.
Wherever your feet will tread will be yours.
And I was going to have you talk about that, because that's a promise that God made to Israel, wherever your foot shall touch the ground. And by the way, I think people are beginning to learn, finally, and it's been a slow process, they're beginning to learn that Mount Sinai is not in the Sinai Peninsula. It's in what used to be called the land of Midian, over on the eastern shore of the Red Sea, not far, I guess, from the Gulf of Eilat, and then moving on inland to contemporary Mecca and Medina. The feet of